Now, are we yes or no?
Yeah.
Are we yes?
Yes.
Right, okay. Yes, shush, you know. Someone said it, we're just going to be listening, and it's like, well, no, but I hope you're going to be thinking. And what we want from our workshop really is for you to have a snow globe in your head that's been shook up a little bit. So if you're a trainee science teacher, you see the good in it. You're going to have to, if you're an infants teacher, you see the good in it. If you're a workshop practitioner, you see the good in it. You have to put it through your own filter.
We're not particularly clever, are we?
No.
Between us. And we wondered whether you could work out how many O-levels we have between us.
You two. Yeah. Well, I've got 4 O-levels, and we might unpick that a little bit as we're going through. But I got a GCSE when it was obviously there easier than I was.
Oh, you're that young?
Yeah.
I got 5. I got a B in geography because I watched the Horizon programme the night before the exam on the Kalahari Desert, so I could write about that in the answers. But that was by hook and by crook. So between us, we got.
I got an A in music, and my dad said, "Well, right." We're making a little point, and what we're trying to say is we've got our teachers in the room, because we're going to do something, and literally I have, because there's people in here who changed my practice. Coming here 5 or 6 years ago for the first time, I had a profound experience. It was a profound experience because I was Mr. Let's put on a show. Let's do some bullying in drama. You know. Let's do it. Let's do that. Let's do a project on an island. And actually, the kids didn't do it because they were biddable kids, you know, working class, white working class, centre of Barnsley. They'd do it because they were generally quite biddable. But I realised after being here for like a weekend that I was Glee Club, and I didn't want to be Glee Club.
Our education system, I think, and it ties in with what Mike was saying, and so many people have said, with the national strategies, the children's imagination has been stolen. These 15, 20, 10 sessions, the rigidity of it has been a real challenge. I'm going to pass this around and ask you if it could be the most exciting DVD. What would you have on it? Now, I did this at Worcester University with 6 students, and they were passing it around, and one of them said, you know, I made my comment, then another she said, what? Johnny Depp is whipping cream.
Me and my sister climbing the ladder to our tree house and selling rose petal perfume.
Watching the sun come up at Glastonbury with 4 other people wrapped in a picnic blanket and shivering.
I'd like to see my mum before I was born, from being a little girl and seeing her on nights out, because she always tells me that she never used to get drunk, but I know for a fact that she did. And she used to fall in the rose bushes, so I'd love to have a little glimpse into her past.
But we thought, when we said what can we do that might be a little bit different, we wanted to talk about leadership. But if we're standing in front of kids, we're leaders, we're leading the learning. Okay, be it as a workshop person or whatever, as a school teacher, we're in charge. But then we've got the power to share all that, and you know that's what was important to us today. And that title, you know, we're going to need a bigger boat, is obviously from the best film ever made, which is Jaws, and you know ITV4 probably tonight.
Sculpt a freeze frame. Maybe 3 of you are within the freeze frame. One of you's a sculptor of a massive megabucks intercontinental deal being signed. Can you just tell us your part in the deal?
I'm just receiving some information about this footballer. I'm not sure, maybe we're making the right choice.
got a deal, but I'm not sure it's the best one I could have possibly have got.
What we'd like, and we're going to tell you the publication, so you might, if you've already started building a story of what you will have done because you're sophisticated adults, and a narrative has started emerging in just the part that you're playing. We heard that in some of the things you were saying. What I'd like you to do now is, this is the publication it's going in. Okay, so you might have to rethink this. The publication is the Financial Times. Alright? And what you're going to do, you're going to imagine the sculpture now that you've just created, and you're going to create the caption that's going to go underneath it.
Signing of Brazilian star sends share prices in Moon United rocketing.
New dawn for old enemies.
So who are the enemies?
It's an oil deal that's gone through between two countries which wouldn't formally have traded with each other.
I don't know much about oil tankers,
No,
I confess, but I have seen them, and if someone asked me to draw one, I could probably do it. And that is what we're now going to do. We're moving on, we're skipping ahead. We want you to design on this sheet. It's going to have, you know, one end at one end of the sheet, the other here. We don't need to draw the sea. I'm going to leave it up to you. Should it be a sort of plan from looking, you know, bird's eye view looking down on the super tanker, or are we going to have like a cutaway like you get in old books about ships? I quite like that, but it's up to you. This we've done very quickly, and you're clear on that. This could take ages, but what we're building is the context for a mantle to take place in. And the kids, because they've all, and again, I mean, I think it was a workshop once did with Luke as a fledgling thinker about all this, going into drawing, getting all the kids to draw and having ownership over a pen. It becomes theirs, and they're very. We've invested in it. They've invested in it. It's there, very much theirs. And when I've done this kind of work, certainly in primary and also in Key Stage 3, it's something that can get rolled up and brought out appropriately. It's $1.99 of Asda, you know, that's turned actually into a world. It's just a roll of paper that opens up the world.